adrenaline rushing through our veins. Milton-Union, we stand so loud, bulldogs ready to make you proud. Under these lights we shine so bright, we play with all our might tonight. Milton-Union, we stand so loud, bulldogs ready to make you proud. Under these lights we shine so bright, we play with all our might tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. We are at Northridge High School, opening up the new year. Conference game on the road against the Northridge Polar Bears. Your Milton-Union Bulldogs are ready to play tonight. Coming off of a game recently at Newton. Tough road loss there, but they're looking to rebound tonight. Sam, what's your take on the Polar Bears tonight?
Well, I think the Polar Bears are making a big case for the team to beat in the Three Rivers Conference. So, given the Milton-Union Bulldogs, their schedule, their tough road they've had to take, this is going to be a big test for them coming into Northridge.
Well, we're going to see here in about 3 minutes. I'm Jeff Case alongside Sam Case here in Northridge. Just come up of a pretty tough loss with the girls team and the girls varsity team here against Northridge. This game was scheduled, the girls game was scheduled for last night, but because of the snow, they rescheduled it. And then they made this a varsity doubleheader and came off a tough loss there. I think the final was 49-43 for our girls. This is a game they needed and wanted to hit, or 40, what was the score?
49-33.
49-33. So not the way the girls wanted to start the new year, but they're back at home on Thursday against Riverside. The boys are ready for league play. Our JV teams are here tomorrow night. Both JV teams and boys freshmen. So after the snow delays, we made it a varsity doubleheader for tonight. And then tomorrow night, the girls JV plays first, then followed by the freshman boys, followed by the JV boys. Northridge comes in undefeated in the league. Milton-Union stands at 1-4, looking to knock off the first place Polar Bears. Getting ready for starting lineups here. Anthem was done before the girls' game, so I don't think they're going to do the anthem again. But it is 2025, and it is time for some TRC basketball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second game of our varsity doubleheader between the Milton-Union Bulldogs and Northridge Polar Bears. In order to make today's contest,
the Polar Bears are led in scoring by senior Jaden Martin, 6'4" senior.
That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly.
The Bulldogs are led by senior Wyatt Kimmel.
The administrators and authority figures, and of course, your team and your opponents. Let's make today's contest great by remembering to respect the game. Thank you. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Our officials for tonight are Mr. Jared Rush, Mr. Chris Holland, and Mr. Sean Bowman. Now let's meet the players in tonight's
Bulldogs are wearing their traveling red jerseys tonight. Polar Bears are in their home whites.
A 5'10" senior guard, number 5, Titus Kopp.
Titus Kopp, number 5, starting for the Bulldogs.
Wingman, number 14.
Wyatt Kimmel,
Wyatt Kimmel.
number 14.
A 6-foot senior wing, number 22, Will Johns.
Will Johns wearing number 22 tonight.
5'11" senior guard, number 24, Jacob Grube.
Jacob Grube, number 24, another senior.
Sophomore wing, number 30, Hunter Fraley.
And the one and only sophomore in the starting lineup, Hunter Fraley, number 30. And now the lights go out for this introduction.
Hey, here we go. We right back at you. Hey, man, y'all know we coming out.
I'll be quiet for your viewing pleasure.
Talk about these boys, though. Hey, man, they're going to start line up for the Northridge over there. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Let's make some noise. Put your hands together. Let's make some noise. Hey, here we go. Number 0, senior, Chris Evans. Number 2, junior, Dorian Davis. Hey, Northridge, I need y'all to be a little loud over there. Number 24, freshman, Keontae Smith. Number 1, junior, Keontae Smith. And here we go, number 3, senior, Jaden Martin. Let's go!
Number 2, Dorian Davis, starting for the Polar Bears.
The Bears are coached by Mr. Jeff Lysak.
Number 0, Chris Evans. Number 3, Jaden Martin. Number 24, Keontae Smith.
Sports Medicine Institute of Grandview Southview Hospitals for providing medical assistance to the student athletes in tonight's contest.
Rounding out the starting lineup for the Polar Bears is number 1, Deontay Smith. We are ready for tip-off. The Bulldogs and the Polar Bears. Happy New Year, everybody. Enjoy some basketball tonight. Odd tip-off lineup here, Sam.
Yeah, I think I was going to give the edge to Northridge there no matter what.
Yeah. Northridge has the ball around the perimeter. Davis with the ball. Back to Evans. Ball's inside. Jaden Martin scores 2.
It's going to be a key factor in this game. Northridge getting the ball inside. That mismatch is going to be tough to beat for the Bulldogs.
And there's a turnover. Bulldogs turn it over. Polar Bears looking to run. They turn it right back over. Kimmel up the floor. Passes off to Kopp for, he missed the layup. Fraley with the rebound. Kopp for 3, and it's good.
Big shot there by Kopp.
Bulldogs take the lead 3-2 early in the first quarter. Polar Bears pull up for 3. Johns with the rebound. Kopp to lead the offense. 3-2 with the ball, first quarter, 6:38 to go in the first. Polar Bears making it difficult. Kimmel gets loose, scores. 5-2 Bulldogs early.
Strong start by the Bulldogs. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This is what they needed. Polar Bears getting organized, very patient. Drive in by the Polar Bears. Loose ball. Up. Rebound. Stick back by Chris Evans. Token pressure by the Polar Bears. Looking for an early turnover. Kopp with the drive. No foul. Polar Bears look to run. Jacob Group hustles after the ball. Slides out of bounds. Stays with Northridge. Deontay Smith to throw it in. Bulldogs are man-to-man. Open 3, three-point basket, Dorian Davis.
Dorian Davis for 3.
And in a blink, it's from 5-2 to down 7-5.
That's the thing with this Northridge offense. Anyone can score. They got 3 guys in double figures, but any night it could be someone else's night.
Bulldogs try to push. Fumbled for a turnover. Back to Northridge. They turn it over, and it looks like we got a timeout. 30-second timeout. Called by Northridge. Not sure they're happy with the way this game started out.
No, it almost looks like the Bulldogs got them flustered a little bit. Northridge burning a timeout early. That's not what you want to see. It's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Berner.
There's a lot of momentum up there in that huddle right now. Coach Berner's pumping them up. You need to keep pushing the ball, keep pushing what they're doing. Push the ball when it's there, but you can't get into a track meet with these guys. Groove into Fraley. Fraley has the ball, hands off the Kopp. Kopp with the ball on the wing. He's getting pinned over there, turns it over. Pass up the floor, and there's a strong layup by Keontae Smith.
Yeah, Keontae Smith, one of the 3 main scorers, averaging 11 points, almost 4 rebounds a game. He's going to be a big factor tonight.
Bulldogs are going to have to find a way to stop him. He almost had a steal right there. Fraley takes it in, kicks it out to Kopp. Kopp with the ball fake, hands it off to Johns. Johns with the bank for 2. 9-7, Northridge.
Good fundamental basketball right there. Utilizing pump fakes, getting Northridge to jump. Easy jumper there for Will Johns.
Northridge patient on offense. There's another 3. Missed. Offensive rebound by Martin, put back in. I don't think they're going to be able to afford to give up offensive rebounds here.
Nope. They got a one shot and done is what the Bulldogs need tonight.
Oh, there's an errant pass. There's a steal. Another strong layup by Northridge. Martin took it to the hole. Fraley thought about the 3. Passes up. Back out to Kopp. Coach Berner wants them to get organized. Evans putting a lot of pressure on Kopp out front. He gets around him. Kick out to Kimmel. Kimmel for 3, no good. Pass up the floor. Another 2 points. That one was Dorian Davis for 2. 15-7, Northridge. There, Northridge is looking to jump every pass right now.
Yep.
Quentin Williams comes into the game.
This is what Northridge likes to do. Rush the offense, make them make a mistake, force them to make bad decisions, and capitalize on the other end.
Yep. Oh, there's a foul. Going to call that on Evans. No, I'm sorry. That's on Keontae Smith. He goes out of the game. Eddie Connors just entered. And Carson Fulton, sophomore guard off the bench, into the game early for Coach Berner. Bulldogs around the horn. Carson Levy snuck in there on that last substitution pattern. He's a 3-point threat and an interior threat. A little pressure there. Got a 30-second timeout there. Fraley picked up his dribble, and he got caught over there on the sideline.
Yep, Northridge playing that hard-nosed man-to-man defense. That's what they like to do. Now forces Coach Berner to burn her first quarter timeout.
15-8. First quarter here at Northridge High School. Bulldogs trailing early. They got off to a pretty hot start. Northridge has responded. They're going to continue to put intense pressure on the Bulldogs full court. And what it seems like is their pressure is actually soft until they cross half court, and then they really pick it up.
Yep, they're baiting them across half court, trying to get some traps in those corners right at the out of bounds line, trying to make them throw passes cross court. Northridge wants some transition layups here.
Fraley throws it into Kopp. Kopp sets up the offense. Fraley with the ball. Kopp cuts through. Wide sets the screen and slips. Fulton with the ball up top. Fraley's got the ball on a handoff. Looks back. Hands off to Kimmel. Kimmel up top. Picks up his dribble. Passes it over to Fulton. Fulton's got the ball. Carson up top. Carson Levy with the ball up top. Getting trapped. There we go. Kopp regains control of the offense. Kimmel with the ball in the wing. Fires a three. No good. Offensive rebound. Fulton kicks to Levy. Levy for three, and it's good. 15 to 9, or 15 to 10. 15 to 10. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Martin with the ball in the post. Fulton guarding him. Picks up a dribble. Kicks it out. Ball's on the perimeter. Inside. Northridge takes it. Throws it up in the lane, and it's good. Quinn Williams. There's the pressure. They break the press. Across the timeline. Back to Kimmel. Kimmel thinks about it. Passes over to Levy. Kimmel drives. Loses it. Pass up the floor. Northridge for two. 19 to 10.
Northridge making their presence known in this first quarter, forcing a lot of turnovers from the Bulldogs.
They sure are. Fulton pulls it. In and out. Rebound. Northridge. Going to be a Bulldog foul. Looks like Kopp. Kopp grabbed the rebounder from behind. Substitutions coming in. Group back in. Jacob Fraley now in the game. Into the game for the Polar Bears, Tion Hill. It's wearing number 13. He's got the ball up top. Swings it across, over to the corner. Find it in the middle, deflected away. Jacob Fraley with the ball. To Kopp, to Grube for two. Score it. 19 to 12.
Good shot there from Grube. Nice 15-footer. See if the Bulldogs can get a stop here on defense.
Be a huge stop if they could get a stop here. Even better if they could convert another score. Looks like Northridge is going to hold it for the last shot, though. 19 to 12, 15 seconds to go. Here in the first quarter, Northridge High School. Polar Bears for three, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up, score. Eddie Connors for two, just before the buzzer, and at the end of one. Find ourselves in a 9-point hole, 21 to 12. Bulldogs have been fighting, though.
Down 9 into the first quarter. Think it could have been a lot worse. Milton held their ground a little bit there. They've capitalized on some turnovers by Northridge, but they got to consistently hold it down on the defensive end if they want to win this game.
Absolutely. Had scoring from a variety of Bulldogs. Levy with the three. Grube hit a two. Will Johns hit a two. You know, but really what they need in order to stay close here is they need Wyatt to heat up from the outside.
Absolutely. Wyatt, their number one scorer on the team. If he can get to the foul line as well, get a couple points to drop without the time ticking, that could really help them in this game.
That's big. They can't settle for all perimeter shots. Wyatt Kimmel's the one shooting it if he's open. But I tell you, getting to the line, he's a great free throw shooter. Looks like he's starting the second quarter on the bench. He'll be coming in here real soon. Same five that ended the first quarter, starting the second. Grube, Fraley, Jacob Fraley, Fulton, Kopp, and Johns. Quarter number two. There's a foul in the backcourt. on Northridge.
Northridge foul number 13, tie on Hill.
Northridge might have to be careful. They play aggressive defense. If they pick up too many fouls, get to 5, that's going to put the Bulldogs at the line.
That's to the Bulldogs' benefit for sure. Kopp with the ball over to Johns. Grube cuts through. Fulton cuts through, sets a screen. There was a loose ball there at half court. The official called an over and back violation.
Yeah, it looks like it just hit the knee off of Will Johns before it crossed half court.
And that's still possession of the ball because it didn't change. Panthers go inside. Eddie Connors with a nice post move there. Bulldogs are going to have to get some rebounds here. There's one ripped down by Will Johns. Outlet pass turned over. Polar Bears.
Another one by Will Johns.
Another rebound. They're going to call travel because he dropped to the floor.
It's this thing about Will Johns. You may not see it in the stat sheet, but man, he is an aggressive player. He is that player on the floor that you do not want to go one-on-one against, especially in a rebound battle. He will come down with it.
He's physical. He plays hard. He does things that do not show up on the stat sheet, just like you said. You're exactly right. Oh, nice out-of-bounds play there by the Polar Bears. Eddie Connors with the score. Kopp with the ball. A lot of pressure by Smith. That pressure, Smith caused a turnover, deflected. Good hustle back. Tried to put a little bit of sprinkle on the donut there. Over the head, behind the head pass. Deflected by Grube because he was hustling down the floor. Kimmel back in the game for Fulton. Martin with the ball. Up top to Smith. Smith to Davis. Davis to Connors. Rebound by Fraley. Jacob Fraley with the rebound. Turnover on the inbounds. Dante Smith scores. Kopp pushes the ball up the floor, gives it to Jacob Fraley. Hard man-to-man defense here. Jacob kicks it out to Grube. Grube for 3. No good. Email, long outlet pass to Martin. And he scores. Jaden Martin, second in the league in scoring. Coming into tonight. Kimmel on the perimeter. Kopp with the crossover, back to the middle, drive. Lost it out of bounds. Northridge ball.
Looks like he just lost it on the way up there. I think he was looking for a foul.
It's a great drive. Great drive to the middle. Hunter Fraley back in the game for the Bulldogs. Northridge, ball in the perimeter, looking to try to feed the high post to Deontay Smith. Turned it over. Kimmel with the ball, Martin on him.
Good recovery by Northridge there.
Yeah, Bulldogs not sure what they want to do with the ball. Looking, somebody's going to have to score it, and they're going to be called for a travel.
Northridge was out of sorts. They did a phenomenal job getting back into their defensive rotation, keeping the Bulldogs from scoring.
27-12 Northridge here midway through the second quarter here at Northridge High School. Northridge looking to attack the middle of the zone.
A good find on the backside there.
Yep, that was Tion Hill for 2. So it seems that Northridge is looking to jump every time a Bulldog looks to spin or cross over or change direction. They're looking to jump them, and it's giving Bulldogs a little bit of trouble right now. Martin on Grube. Grube has the ball. Johns with the ball up top, over to Kopp. Deontay Smith on Kopp. Drives to the basket. Johns goes flying in there, knocks the ball loose. Officials decide it is Bulldog basketball. Great drive by Kopp.
Another hustle play there by Will Johns going in for the rebound. Caused the ball to go off the leg of Northridge, allowing the Bulldogs to retain possession.
Group tried to drive the middle there. Got a foul on Jaden Martin. Bulldogs possession underneath. Carson Levy back in the game for Johns, giving him a break.
It's the last thing that Northridge is going to want is have Jaden Martin in foul trouble. If Milton can attack and keep going after Jaden Martin, try to take away one of their key players, try to give him an edge back in this game.
Kimmel out on the perimeter, looking to get free. He's looking to find the open man, finds Kopp. Is that a 3-second violation?
I think it was a 3-second call on Kopp.
Senior guard Ryan Hutchinson just checks in for the Polar Bears. Deontay Smith, number 1, has the ball. Down to Martin, no look pass. Scramble for it. Deontay Smith almost rattles one in. Levy with the ball, up the Kopp. Kimmel has the ball, pulls it from the top of the key, no good. Levy hustles for the rebound. Tried to draw another foul there on Martin. There goes Kopp, kicks it out. Levy. Back up, one more time. There's Kimmel to the rack. Going to be called for the offensive foul. Mentioned Ryan Hutchinson had just entered the game a couple of minutes ago. He took the charge on Kimmel. 29-12, 2:44 left to go in the second. Northridge has the ball, looking to try to set up something. Looking to attack the middle.
Good box out by Fraley there.
Yep, missed shot by Northridge. Up comes Kimmel to Kopp. Over to Fraley. Over to Kimmel. Kimmel for 3. It's good. Kimmel with his first 3 of the night.
Big shot there by Kimmel. This is what the Bulldogs need to get some momentum going into the half. Try to trim this lead down to 10 if they can.
And if Kimmel can find his rhythm and do what we all know he can do, it's going to be a different ball game. 3-point shot there by Northridge. Rebound. Grube hustled after the ball, tipped it back to Kimmel. Kimmel back to Grube. Kopp's got the ball. Martin. Another 3 for Kimmel. Going to be short. Offensive rebound by Kopp. Up off the glass. No good. Grube with the offensive rebound. Kicks out to Kimmel. Kimmel. Could have been a foul there. And there's Kopp with a runner off the glass. So now we got 29-17 with a minute to go in the second. Northridge with the ball. Patiently setting up their offense. There's a drive and a miss. Kimmel with the rebound. Kopp with the ball. Levy up top. Layup by Northridge after the turnover. That's Chris Evans. 31-17. 4-point swing there, Sam. That could have got it down to 10, but now we're down 14.
Yeah, they had 2 big stops there that led to points. Got a third stop. And just fumbled it away back to Northridge and layup on the other end.
Oh, Fraley had his back to the basket. Levy was open underneath, and by the time he saw him, he wasn't open anymore. He threw it out of bounds. 11.9 on the clock. Northridge with the ball. They're not going to pick it up until they have to. There we go. Clock starts. Score. That was Quentin Williams. And the Bulldogs do not get a shot off at halftime. We are 33-17. The Polar Bears lead. What do you think about the first half, Sam?
Well, I think the Bulldogs came out strong. Northridge weathered that storm, and they came back and they just took charge. Breakaway layups, forced turnovers, playing the Northridge way like they always do. And it was just too much for the Bulldogs to handle in that first half. But I'm sure Coach Berner's going to go in, make some adjustments, probably throw a new look in the second half, try to give the Bulldogs some sort of momentum booster.
Well, those talks are motivating, especially when they're only down 16. I mean, you say only down 16, but with the 3-point line and the way this game's played, I mean I've seen teams come back from larger deficits.
Yeah, absolutely.
At halftime.
Yeah, just a 16-point lead here, but the way the Bulldogs play with White Kimmel, I mean his three-pointer is just so good. It's just hard to gauge this kind of lead here going into half. But you have so many other key players on the court. Titus Kopp, and he's just an all-around player. He knows how to facilitate. He can knock down a three. Just good inside, and he just knows how to find people. He knows how to find cutters. I mean, they just got to build on what they've accomplished in past years and understand that they don't have to change their identity. They just need to get some momentum going, and this game can flip in just a few possessions. If they can get some turnovers, if they can get some stops, and if they can get to the free throw line like we mentioned before, they might be in good shape, and this could be a game. They're not out of it yet.
They're not out of it. Back when I was coaching, it was always the first 3 minutes of the second half really determined the way the game was going to go. They can come out here, go on a 6-0 run, and we got a 10-point game, and it's going to be a tight one the rest of the way. Take care of the basketball is going to be crucial down the stretch.
Absolutely that, and they cannot they got to do whatever they can to not give Northridge second chance points. The offensive boards are all Northridge right now, and they got a big height advantage. They just need to focus on boxing out and just going after the ball as aggressively as possible, not giving Northridge those second chance opportunities. Those were big in the first half. If they can cut those down a little bit, we could see a pretty good comeback by the Bulldogs.
Well, I know that Coach Berner's going to have them ready to go and motivated to come out to this half. Another important part of the game is, part of taking care of the ball is your floor game. Making good decisions, making good passes. Don't make a long pass. Make a shorter pass. Put yourself in a position to do that. That could go a long way against a team like Northridge.
Absolutely. They like to just get it out and go. They like to pressure. They like to just put intense defense on you. and they just want to get transition layups, extend the lead, and then cut back a little bit. And we saw that a little bit in the first half, but their point guard, Titus Kopp, I mean, he's a floor general. He knows how to manage the floor. He can get the Bulldogs in an offense, but with Northridge's physicality and their intense defense that is well designed, it's just a different type of defense that point guards probably aren't used to in this conference.
Well, as they continue with their halftime entertainment here at Northridge, let's talk a little bit about the girls' game. We didn't get to talk about that much here at the beginning, but the girls lost 49-33. Jenner Brumbaugh had 15 points. It was a quiet 15. It was a struggle to shoot from the floor for the Bulldogs. We were down, I believe it was a point, 23-22 at halftime, and we just had trouble putting the ball in the basket in the second half.
Yeah, that second half, I mean, we really couldn't get anything to fall. Northridge kind of had a flat 1-2-2 zone. They did a good job of keeping the ball out of the middle, which is what you want in that type of zone. 1-2-2, the middle is the worst spot you want the ball in if you are the defense. And Northridge did everything possible to keep it out of there and force the Bulldogs to shoot from outside. And that's what led to that loss, unfortunately. We have the shooters. Jenna Brumbaugh hit a couple threes. Addie Case hit a three in the first half. Just wasn't their night shooting-wise, but Jenna with 15, I mean, you can kind of assume that that's what she's going to have as a baseline number in a game like that. I mean, she's just a natural scorer. You can't really do anything about her. But, yeah, just a tough game on the road at Northridge. Two big teams that are both vying for a league title.
Yeah, that was Milton-Union's second league loss. We lost to Covington right before break on a tough one at Covington. And then, with our break and then the snow that came in, the game originally with Northridge was supposed to be played on Saturday. It got rescheduled to Monday because of a conflict with Northridge. And then we had the snowstorm come in, and then it got moved to today. So if you count it back, I believe it was probably close to 18 days, 16 to 18 days that we didn't play because of a holiday and just the way the schedule fell. We were originally supposed to play Lehman Catholic, a home game during break, but that had to be rescheduled. And we played that as our opener, first game of the season. So that just created a gap in our schedule, and it's hard to come off of a long layoff like that, play in an atmosphere like this, and play against a team like Northridge. And, we're talking about, Jaden Martin here on the boys team. His sister was the leading scorer for the Polar Bears on the girls' side, and she's just a rebounding machine.
Yeah, absolutely. She has had numerous double-doubles throughout the season, points and rebounds. She's a physical player, and, she, just like Jenna for Northridge, she's going to get hers pretty much every night, and you just gotta see what you can do against the other four on the court and see how you can limit the damage. But, yeah, 18 days off without a game is not ideal, especially if you're one of the top teams in the league and you're looking for a league title, especially playing Northridge as your first game off of that break. That's just a tough break for the Bulldogs, because Northridge is not a team to underestimate. No matter who is on the court, they all play aggressive, and just a tough night for the Bulldogs. But they got plenty of games to bounce back. I think that's going to put Northridge ahead of the Bulldogs in the league standings. That should move Northridge to 5-1 in league. Milton-Union will drop to 4-2, just above Bethel, who is 3-3. And I mean, anything can happen on this later stretch here as we head into January and into February. There's a lot of basketball left to play. you never know what can happen. The Bulldogs are not out of the running for a league title by any means. They got Northridge again. They have Covington again, who they lost to on the road. I'm sure Coach Roos is going to want another crack at those two teams, and she will be ready for them.
Well, there's a lot of basketball left to play. Like I said earlier, our girls are at home on Thursday night against Riverside. That's a good bounce-back game for us. And then on the road at Lehman Catholic on Saturday. They do have a crucial matchup with Bethel coming up, I think a week from Saturday at Bethel. I know they're right below us in the league standings, but that's going to be another tough road game that we're going to have to take care of. So, yeah. Minute to go here for the boys game. 33-17, Northridge leads. Bulldogs have hung around, kept it close, and it wasn't but a minute or two left to go in the half, and it was a 12-point game. So anything can happen here. It looks like Northridge is going to get the first possession in the second half, and I expect Coach Berner to be ready. What are you expecting here in the second half?
I'm expecting Coach Berner that he wants his offense to be executed at a high level. It is very crucial in the second half with the deficit of 16 points. They got to be crisp on offense. They can't afford a lot of turnovers, and we've seen it. We saw it in the first half. A lot of those turnovers led to points for Northridge, which gave them the 16-point lead. But on the defensive end, I feel like they're just going to come out aggressive. You know, just try to rush Northridge just like Northridge tried to rush them, and see if they can get some of the turnovers that Northridge created in the first half. See if they can shorten this lead in this third quarter here.
Physicality is going to be important. You're going to have to be physical, but I would be cautious on overplaying. You can't overplay too much, but you have to be physical and you have to hold your ground and crash the boards and slow things down, slow the tempo down, and get yourself into a good scoring opportunity. And we are about ready for second half play. Polar Bears to inbound. Starting lineup is the same for both teams. Dorian Davis will inbound to Deontay Smith. High ball screen from Martin. Smith on the wing, guarded by Grube. Down to Keontae Smith. Kick out to Martin on the corner three, and he rattles it in. 36-17. Knocked out of bounds by Northridge. 36-17 Northridge. They come out, scoring their first possession.
Very simple execution there. Just passing the ball around, making Milton move on defense. Opened up a great corner three for Jaden Martin there.
Hunter Fraley with the ball up top. Loses the ball, loses the handle. Turned over. Scored by Northridge. Deontay Smith with the layup. Turnover off the pressure. Keontae Smith, number 24, rattles it loose. Northridge with the ball. High post was open. That's Chris Davis. Dropped down to the block. Foul on Johns. Evans to the line, shooting two.
Northridge coming out in a man-to-man press. Almost full denial on everybody, not allowing Milton to get an easy pass in. Good strategy by Northridge, not letting Milton get into a rhythm early.
Missed both free throws. Tip drill there on the rebound. Davis with finally got the rebound. Martin back out to Davis. Martin for three. Off the other side. Grube with the rebound. Ripped away. Score by Northridge. 40-17. 7-0 run to start the third quarter. Little 1-2-2 pressure there. Hunter Fraley for three. No good. Rebound. Up to Keontae Smith with another aggressive layup. (42-17). Northridge on top. And those are the things that Coach Berner didn't want, those long shot, long rebound opportunities for them to get out in transition. Smith with the drive. Up. Martin. 2 rebounds, tip in. Staying with the pressure. Short. Rebound Northridge. Outlet over to Smith. Smith to Martin. Martin tries to go baseline. Johns cuts him off. Deontay Smith with the ball. Keontae Smith in the corner for 3. Short. Rebound Kopp. Kopp pushes transition. Nothing there. Pulls it out. Wanted to go to Fraley. Was guarded. Now Kopp resets the offense.
Good floor management by Kopp. Didn't see anything open. Didn't want to force it. Got his team in an offense.
Group pulls up. Martin looks like over the back.
Northridge foul number 3, Jake Martin.
I believe that's his second foul.
15, Ryan Hutchinson.
Turnover on the inbound. Foul by Kimmel. An 11-0 run to start the third quarter for Northridge. Exactly what they wanted. Not what Coach Berner was looking for.
No, they wanted the 11-0 run. Northridge with the ball. Over to Evans. Davis in the corner. Pulls a 3. No good. Weak side rebound, Hutchinson. Martin takes it down the middle. Looks to drive. Looks like there's going to be a foul on Kimmel. Martin to the line, shooting 2.
Jaden Martin averaging 16 points a game, 6 rebounds a game. Just proving to be one of the best players in the Three Rivers Conference this season. He's a 64% free throw shooter.
Missed the first one. And missed the sec. Rebound Kimmel. Kopp with the ball. Up the floor. Tries to pass up the floor. Loses the handle. Evans to Martin for 2. Stays in this one. Diamond press. Loose ball rolls off a groove. Going to be Northridge basketball.
By the Bulldogs. Need to figure out a way how to get through that press so they can get in their offense.
Backdoor cut there. That was by Deontay Smith for the layup. Bulldogs break the pressure this time. Grube drives to the basket. Up, no good. Rebound Northridge. Northridge up the court. Dorian Davis for 2. Kopp with the ball. Behind his back, to the basket. Good move. Nice take to the hole by Titus.
It's one of Titus's greatest skill sets, just figuring out how to get inside and finish at the rim. Hopefully he can do that a lot more in the second half here. I believe he's got 5 points in this game.
Another offensive rebound by Northridge. There's another offensive rebound and another foul. Looks like it's going to be on Kimmel.
Bulldogs doing everything they can rebounding the ball, but there's just such a big height difference and just a bunch of physicality down there. It's just hard to come out with it.
3 Bulldogs at the table ready to come in. Carson Levy, Carson Fulton. Free throw. Kopp to the middle. He was going for McKee. Fraley didn't see him. He went for the ball, tipped out of bounds. Looks like we got a timeout on the floor.
Some miscommunication there on that press break. Had Gage McKee and Fraley right there in the same spot. Kind of led to that out of bounds turnover there.
Well, not the way the Bulldogs wanted this half to start. 51-19, Northridge leads. Midway through the third quarter. So what's your take on the new team foul rule per quarter? Have you seen how have you seen it impact games this year? Pass up the floor, score. Northridge adds to their lead, 53-19. But I've only seen it come into play to where it was, somebody was shooting free throws with several minutes left in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some of these aggressive teams, teams like Northridge, if they get hit by this new foul rule, it could hurt them in some games where they're facing really good shooting teams, and it may not be what they want, but in this game right now, that's not really coming into play. They're doing what they want when they want. Refs are letting them play a little bit. It's kind of like what you like to see.
Yeah.
Letting them play, not blowing the whistle on every little ticky-tack foul. I wish they would have given me that when I was playing, but no hard feelings there.
Yeah. A little bit younger. Titus getting pressured at half court. There they go running. As soon as they spin, they run and they jump them. McKee with the ball. There's a nice cut by Fraley. Short on the layup. Deontay Smith up to Davis. Turn it over. Kopp with the ball.
Good decision by Kopp.
Fraley.
The ball.
Over to McGee. Turned over. Turned back over to the Bulldogs.
That's what the Bulldogs needed, some Northridge turnovers, but I think they needed it about 7 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't think for a second this Bulldog team's going to just lay down and let the time tick. They're going to do whatever they can to score at will, and they're going to continue to play hard.
Good ball fake by Hunter. Missed. Ball up the floor. Good run there. Northridge with another offensive rebound and a foul. Carson Fulton. Tion Hill is going to shoot 2 for the Polar Bears. Both teams and after 3 quarters of play, Northridge 54, Bulldogs 21. Jacob Grube and Will Johns enter the game for the Bulldogs. So tomorrow the girls JV open up play tomorrow evening. I believe at 5:30. Followed by, I need to check that time and make sure I'm not telling the audience the wrong time, but we open up with the JV girls tomorrow night here at Northridge, followed by the freshman boys, followed by the JV boys. Things were rescheduled this week because of the snow, and we ended up doing a double header for varsity teams tonight, and then we'll do a triple header for the JV and the freshman team tomorrow. And I believe The action will be televised right here on West Milton Public Access.
The time frames for tomorrow. The girl
Puts the ball up to Jacob Fraley. Jacob Fraley with the ball up top. Drives into the lane. Tipped away. Tipped away from Williams. Keontae Smith kicks it out to Connors. Connors drives in. Floater, good.
Good take there by Connors.
Cop with the ball, behind the back, runner, scores. Another nice little runner by Titus.
Yep. Titus having a great second half. He's having a good night. Just Northridge in that first half was just a lot to weather. They came out hot in the third quarter. It's been Northridge ever since. Another good take there.
Scores again in the middle. Does Northridge. Kopp with the ball. McKee hands it off. Kopp organizes the floor. Grube for three. Rebound by Northridge. Up the floor. Another transition layup by Northridge. Grube brings the ball up. 58-23. Bulldogs on the short end of this one tonight.
Northridge took off the press, but they're still playing like it's 0-0. That's what you like to see out of your players. Doesn't matter what time of the game it is or what the score is. Your players play hard no matter what. It's one of the reasons why Northridge is so good, why they could be a favorite to win this league.
That's a great back cut by Grube, directed by Kopp. Kopp actually motioned him to go, and he saw it, and Grube laid it in. I'll tell you what, Burners players, they play to the end for sure. I mean, look at that block. Look at that hustle play.
If there was a hustle player of the year
Another runner
for
by
Three
Kopp.
Rivers Conference, it's going to Will Johns, and there's no questions about it. He just plays hard. I mean, down 31, and he's still playing to win.
Oh, Johns with the shot, gets his own rebound, sticks it back up, no good. Williams with the rebound. Push up the floor, Huggins. Over to Keontae Smith. Drives in, loses it to Hill, score.
It's a good defense by Fraley. He kept him in front of him, didn't give him that corner. Northridge just makes a good play, makes a good find, and they just score it.
Kopp with the ball. Johns has it up top, over to Grube. Timeout, Milton-Union. Side Hunter Fraley and Wyatt Kimmel checking back in for the Bulldogs. So Northridge is already on a 2-hour delay in the morning, they announced earlier. Have not heard anything from our administration. So as of right now, when I was in West Milton earlier today, it was all the roads are pretty clear. I'm not sure how the back roads are though. And, you know, there's a lot of things that go into that, and I'm sure Dr. Ritchie and our administration make the safest decision possible. But right now, from what I've heard or what I haven't heard, school is scheduled for tomorrow, normal time.
And I'm sure all the students are thrilled.
Yeah, they got 2 extra days off. I mean, really. What more could they ask for? It was an extra Christmas gift from Mother Nature.
There you go.
4 minutes, 6 seconds left to go in this game. Northridge leading 62-27. Kimmel and Hunter Fraley back in the game. Actually, Coach Berner's starters are in to finish this off. Kimmel for 3. No good. Up to the floor. Scored by Keontae Smith.
Another transition dunk, I should say. Don't think there's too many layups have been scored. I think it's been 90% dunks tonight for Northridge.
When they get out in the open floor, they got some guys that can put it down. There's no doubt about it.
For the Bears, A.J. Jackson.
A.J. Jackson, sophomore for Northridge, checking into the game. Get a few minutes here in the fourth quarter. Groove with the ball, over to Kimmel. Kimmel off the dribble, tries to get in the lane, looks for a backdoor cut. Johns and Kopp were both in the vicinity. Went out of bounds. Northridge basketball.
Northridge looking to take their league record to 6-0 tonight. Looks like they're going to do just that. They have Lehman Catholic coming up on Friday here at Northridge, and Miami East the following Friday. So two tough matchups coming up for Northridge. Lehman Catholic tied for number 1 in the league, and Miami East got a good program. They're definitely going to be ready for Northridge. Last time these two played, Northridge won 64-61.
Should be a great matchup. What's on the horizon for the Bulldogs?
Bulldogs got Riverside coming up on the 10th.
That's actually been rescheduled because of the Ohio State playoff game. I can't remember when that was rescheduled for.
May have been rescheduled for Tuesday, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah. So there is not a game on the 10th. That was rescheduled. What do they got coming up?
They got Brookville on Saturday.
Okay.
At Lehman Catholic, at Troy Christian. So they got some winnable games coming up. Every game is winnable. Lehman Catholic will be another tough test. They faced them very early in the year. I think they only lost.
Troy Christian game, it was a 4-point loss at our place. It was a really good game and a game that Coach Berner feels like they should have won.
Yep, this will be their first time playing Riverside this year.
Had some subs into the game. That's Logan Keys for 3. He checked in. Jacob Fraley back in. Carson Fulton back in. And Carson Levy. Last 30 seconds. Levy for 3. Short. Rebound Keys. Out to Jacob Fraley for 3. And it's good.
I think Coach Berner's going to be really proud of his team. I know they lost big tonight, but his team did not give up. And I bet he's really proud of his younger players coming in and just playing hard no matter what the situation was. That'd be my biggest takeaway from tonight, not giving up.
Well, Coach Berner doesn't accept that. All of his players play hard. You know, when you played for him, that he got everything out of all you and your teammates, and him and his staff will take the positives from this game and get set, ready to go for their next matchup.
Looks like it will be Brookville. I believe it's at home.
Brookville, okay. So girls are home against Riverside on Thursday. That is I believe that the JV game is only 2 quarters. So that game will start at 6 o'clock, followed by the varsity girls against Riverside, and then no game on Friday for the boys. That game's been rescheduled, I think, for the following Tuesday. But check your social media and and check on that. And then the boys will be back in action at home against Brookville on Saturday the 11th. Final score here at Northridge, 65 for Northridge. The Bulldogs score 30 tonight. Come up a little short, but we thank you for being here. Happy New Year. We'll see you on the next one.